Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and well, what horrible weather. Seriously, we've been battered by really strong winds since yesterday, and there's no let up in it. It's really blowing, so much so that it was roaring so, and in strange noise. I mean, I know the bedroom that I'm in now is not the one I was in before, so the sound might be different, where it would go between the houses or something, but it was, I kept thinking it sounded like there was something wrong with the air conditioning unit outside, and it was making like a machine noise, like a roaring, but it wasn't. It was the wind. And I found out when I got up, and everywhere I went, it seemed to be coming from the direction of where I was, rather than over there, if you know what I mean. So yeah, put earplugs in the end to get off. It was so loud. Crazy weather. It's been freezing cold, horrible, raining here and there. The trees across the road, you know, we've got massive tall conifer trees over the road from us. If you've seen my out and abouts when I used to do the walks before the cliff fell, you'll have seen them. Well, where the wind has battered them, it's stripping them. And so we've got pieces of conifer, small pieces, all over the driveway, all over the house. It's just blowing off the tree, and it's just stripping them of their foliage. When you look at them now, they kind of look, oh, they look a bit bare, and it really is just decimating those trees. But the forecast for tomorrow is a bit of fog and clearing for some sun, so hopefully the wind will go at some point this evening, because it's just, I'm not wanting to go outside at all. So I thought, oh no, I'll have to try and find something for dinner. So I foraged into the freezer, and well, I made quite a nice dinner actually. I did halloumi cheese and chicken thighs, and I put salt and pepper and a bit of jerk seasoning on, so they were yummy. Did them in the drawer Ninja. They were fantastic. Skin was so crunchy. And I made kebab meat, which is the lamb, the one that looks like a giant elephant leg, you know, that they carve off. They sell it in bags in Iceland, and you can cook it yourself at home. So that's what we had with salad, and it was really nice. I could only manage one chicken thigh. No doubt I'll be a bit peckish later on, I don't know. But that was a very nice dinner. It was really yummy. And it was cobbled together out of, what can I do? I'm not going to the shop. I think you might be able to hear it roaring in here, I don't know. But it was louder. I think it's got less severe than it was. Okay, let's have a look at this. And it's the Remember When section. A foot of snow was a dream come true. Still is for me. I keep wishing to get a little bit of snow. I know it's not fun when you've got to go to work in it, but I don't want it to stay or linger too long, you know. Just a few days, make it look pretty and white and crisp and fresh, and then it can go again. Because there's nothing worse when it goes all sludgy, is there? And especially on roads, it goes black. It goes black and brown and horrible and sludgy, and it just looks like piled mud. It's not bad. What have we got today? Oh, we got that dude. I wish I did know his name. I left my glasses out there. It says, well, respectfully, Lord Fett, on Tatooine, you... What's that say? Hang on, where's that light gone? It's one of those words where everything's quite close together. You must project strength if you are accepted as Diamo. And that's 8D8. 8D8, is that his name? Never knew that. This is the dude. 8D8. There you are. It struck me as I was reading that, because my eyesight is not as good as it used to be with the the laser eye surgery when I first had it done. And obviously, I've even got the start of cataracts. Can you believe it? I mean, far too young for cataracts. Anyway, not badly, but yeah. So as they've deteriorated some, and I need good light to read. When I do that, I feel like I read like a child. You must think that I'm pretty dim. Swear I'm not. No, it's just the failing eyesight. So I've got a little present today. It's kind of like you could call it a Happy Mail, but it's all the way from Thailand, because Gary's brother and his other half went to Thailand, so they brought me back a little bag, and inside was material that they'd used to. I said, well, they obviously cut material out for looked like purses, and what was left, they just thought, I know, we'll pad the bags out with that. So it was quite nice, but I got little Nellies on it because they fed elephants and had mud baths with elephants. Well, Martin did. They did all sorts of things with the elephants. Got kissed on the ear by elephant, and yeah, so they got this for me and a fridge magnet. Gary always asks for a fridge magnet from wherever. And what else did he get? Oh, a Rastafarian hat. Apparently when he was young, he used to wear a Rasta hat, and it's crocheted. Wait a minute, I'm going to go get it. So here we go. Gary's Rasta hat. And it's crocheted. Look at that. It's crocheted. I said to Gary, I could have made you one of these. So it's kind of like a, I guess, a beret sort of thing. Hat's sort of ridiculous on me at the best of times without not doing it properly. So because it goes flat, I said to Gary, what you need is like piles of threads. Otherwise, it doesn't stand up like a hat should. It just goes flat like a beret. So I said I would crochet him some dreads. And he said, yeah, that'd be a great idea. Do me some extra one. Well, how the heck am I going to make dreadlocks? But yeah, here it is. This is Gary's Rasta hat. Rather fetching and crocheted. So yeah, go all the way to Thailand and come back with some crochet. Another piece of good news for me, I found this, and this had been missing, it had been AWOL for some time, and it's got kitty cats on it, but the best thing about it was it had my tulip hooks in. Not all of them are there, obviously, because most of them have been left in said projects. There's one in that bag that I just showed you that they got me from Thailand that I'm using for this. So I've been doing a few projects. When I did my swatch video for this yarn, which I've balled up, I will never, ever centre pull a cake again. I will never. I must have, like, you know, as soon as I pick up a cake, I must go, do not centre pull. What a massive knot. Honestly, yarn bath everywhere, and I had to sit there and plough my way through it because I wanted the yarn. Normally, if it's not important, I'll rip it out and just chuck that bit away, but I didn't want to do that with this. So anyway, I've been perfecting, you know, I've got a circular granny on my channel. I'm perfecting it because as you get to a certain size, it is really difficult not to have it do this all the way around or this. So I've decided that I want to make it a little easier to follow, rather than doing this, then doing that, then doing this, then doing. I want to make it so it is dead easy to follow. So I've been perfecting it and I'm working it out, and I just had to frog. This was hurting me. It really hurt me. I had to frog, yes, me, frog, about 6 rounds. Wasn't pleased. But I laid it flat and it started to look like an album that you've left out in the sun, you know. Can't have that. So I've kind of undone that, and I'm trying a new bit. And I know the one I did before was as good, and I get lots of really good feedback for that tutorial, and people like it, and it must work out okay. But this one, I want to be simpler. I want to make it so that it is dead easy to follow and perfectly flat, no waviness. Well, that was my swatch video, which won't come out for a while. I did that, and I did a shawl. So the tutorials that I'm making out of the swatches will probably come up before the swatch video. I don't know if that will or not, but it probably will. I don't know. Anything else I've got to tell you? There is probably more. Cat's gone weird. She has really gone a bit doolally. I'll tell you, that cat, with the weather, she hates wind, she hates rain, she hates cold. She's a cat, and cats are not good in storms. She wanted to go out. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you telling me you want to go out? Really? Normally, you know, cats, when it's a bit nippy or something, you open the door and they go to go out and they go like, oh, actually no. You know, and they retreat back in. Straight out. And she'd been out all day in the wind. I don't know. Gone funny. She really has. So this morning she was terrified of the noise of the wind. She came in, actually came in the kitchen, snuggled round me, had some dreamies. And then she's like, no, I want to go out now. Been out all day. So Martin came round today, brought our little presents, but he also did some electrics and stuff, and he put the trunk in. So basically, the bedroom is nearly finished. It's, to all intents and purposes, done. There's a couple of things. One is a little bit of trim to go around the wardrobe top so that it hides there's like a gap that big. So I want it caved in. Caved in? No, covered. Covered in. So that, you know, no spiders can live up there, basically. I know. And then there's a pipe, and a big fat one at that, an electricity pipe, has cable kind of thing, that goes from the air conditioning unit, which is a heater as well, obviously. And it goes from there all the way across the room through the other room where there's another one. So the actual motor is out here. So that one was the first one. And then it goes to the front room, but along this side of the house. And then it went through the bedrooms. So the problem with the bedroom over that side was when you have it on air conditioning, because air conditioning generates water, and that one was slightly lower than the original one, it had to have a pump. And I've mentioned this to you before, but every few seconds, every now and then, it would decide, oh, I need to pump water out now. So it would go like this, and it'd get quieter. But when you're lying awake waiting for that to stop, it doesn't stop. I'd have to put earplugs in. I can fall asleep in front of the TV with Armageddon going on, but I get in the bedroom and will keep me awake. So now I've got the other room, I don't get anymore. I just get weird wind. Not my own, not personal wind. It's not a curry or anything. It was just a storm. Anyway, so that pipe was ugly and black, and really fat like this. So it needed trunking. So Martin brought round the trunk in today, so they were putting it up. So now the only bit that needs doing is a very small bit where it meets the wall over this side, and from the unit to the wall there's a little black bit, so it needs a corner piece. And then I'm going to put the fan on now. Once he's done that corner piece and that little bit around the wardrobe, that room is absolutely finished. Can't wait. And Gary's been doing the other room. He's been putting up a kind of a worktop table where he's going to maybe do jigsaws, make puzzles, that sort of thing, if he wants to. I'm yet to see that happen, but we shall see, won't we? Yeah, so, and he was doing lots of trim, so he went round in this yarn room, he was going around the door making a new door frame, and the plan is that we extend that wall panelling all the way along this wall where you are, but it's going to cause a lot of disruption, quite a lot of disruption, which I'm not looking forward to in the yarn room because it's where I film. And postman came today. Oh my goodness, you should have seen him. Poor little man in his van was getting battered by the wind. I opened the door and went, come in quick. He was like, oh. It's crazy, it really is. It's crazy out there. Watched a good film last night. Gary had wanted to watch it for a while, and I'd been kind of like going, you know, like you do. And so last night I thought, oh, okay, we'll watch it. And it was called Invictus. It was on Sky. You can watch it on, you got to pay for it though, on the Sky store. But I don't know why, because it's not that new. And it's about when Nelson Mandela came out of prison and then became president, and the Springbok rugby team, who were dismal at the time, and he united the nation behind the rugby. And then because it was basically more or less a white Afrikaans sport at the time, so he kind of united the whole country by getting them to go out to the townships and play rugby with the kids and stuff like that. And it was brilliant, actually, really, really good. And it just kind of reminded you what kind of man Nelson Mandela was, you know, to have spent all those years in captivity like that and not be bitter towards his captors, and to want to reassure them that, you know, their life's not going to change for the worst, and we're not just going to turn everything on its head. And, you know, yeah, he's an incredible man. And it was a good film. So I watched that. It had Ben Affleck in it. Or Ben Affleck, as I like to call him. Or was it Matt Damon? Matt Damon, I think it was. Whenever I say Matt Damon, I just hear Team America. Matt Damon. I just can't help it. That was such a film, that was. I can't believe that they made it. It was like Thunderbirds on crack, basically. If you ever saw that, did you see it? I love that film so much. Oh no, sorry, I wasn't singing. So I've got another couple of little projects here. This blue and this, oh hello, these. Those are a few things I'm doing for a separate video. Doing my chats in the evening has really opened up my world, I tell you. Where in the old days, I couldn't understand it. Honestly, I used to sit and rack my brains and think, why can't I just do what I used to? You know, get up and, why can't I, where's my brain? Because it was always kind of running against the clock, if you like. Because I would get up and I'd think, oh, now I've slept too long. And by the time I got going after my shower and everything else, and I start making the video, then I've got to wait for it to upload. And by the time I've done all that, you know, time runs away. It's so different now. It's kind of back to where it was, like being more creative and thinking of more creative things to do. Really, really cool. I wish I thought of it a long time ago. I went into Juan's live stream last night. Juan and his ma, Wilma. Oh, it was very cute, very cute. And it was her birthday this month. So, you know, like, moi, it's my birthday this month too, wasn't it? So as such, I did a giveaway for Monday as well. Why not? I tempted to adore this destashing and bought tons of yarn. Yep, I did. There's a yarn quest. It's tomorrow. And it's a well-known store that isn't Poundland. And I did buy. I did. There's bags of it now. I don't know where to put. But to be fair, I did go into this thinking, I know, I'll use that, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do the, you know. It wasn't like I thought just yarn for yarn's sake. It has yarn with a plan sort of thing, which is good, isn't it? It's much better to buy yarn with a plan than it is to kind of just keep mounting it. Because, you know, I guess we're all guilty of it. Me more so, because I have a shop as well. So, you know, there's just yarn everywhere. At least it's not in all the rooms anymore. I mean, it used to be in the bedroom. I had a yarn wall in the bedroom, a yarn wall in here, yarn wall out in the yarn van. And then in the living room, there'd be bags and bags and bags of it. So at least I've not kind of completely taken over the whole house anymore. Although I do have a few cupboards that I haven't used in the front room, because Gary has all of the glass cabinet. Mine is the cupboard underneath. He's had the drawer for his games and that, and one of the cupboards. So I said, well, look, that cupboard and the buffet underneath is mine then. So I haven't put one thing in them. Not one. I mean, I could do. I'm gonna put maybe this, you know, put one of these in, and so I can maybe stash my project and that sort of thing. And this here is a sewing box that's going to go in one of them, because it used to be in the cupboard in the living room, and then when we moved those out, I put it in here. But it's Michael got me that many years ago. It was Kath Kidston one with the cute flowers on, and I do use it from time to time when I need to sew something up. But I still haven't used, believe it or not, still have not used the sewing machine. Can you believe it? I don't know how long I've had that now. It's got to be about a year and a half, and I've not even used it. It got threadled, and that was it. Threadled up and just left. And then when Geraldine passed away, Gary's brother Melvin said, "Would you like a sewing machine?" I just said, "Well, funny you should say that." So I was like, "I would, but got one and I haven't used it." Really wanted that as well. I was going to make so many bags, you know, and line them. That was the plan. I'm going to make a bag soon. In fact, I need to finish a bag. I need to line one, finish one, and I want to make another one. Yeah, I know. Full of talk. But now at least I have time, and there is something I want to do for Easter. Yeah, got something that popped into little Brian. That's my brain. Just if you show the A and the I around the other way, it's Brian. My Brian. So yes, I will try my best to get that done. It needs doing soon though, doesn't it? If I'm going to make it in time. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else that I was going to tell you. There probably is. There probably is. But I've forgotten it. I should have written stuff down. But, yeah. Never do though, do I? Oh, actually, on the odd occasion I do. On the odd occasion. I found a new thing to trial. And so I'm trialling the UK lash over there on Rocksteady. Which, you know, I only did for the first time last night, because the night before I was so tired I forgot. So now I have actually done it. But I got this the other day. Oh, sorry, the light came on. I love this light. Remember this? It's kind of that one. But it, you know, it's obviously two. I like the shadow. Oh, turn off. Upstaged by light. I like the shadow it spreads. I've got so many lamps now. So yeah, I got this, and I got it from Aldi, and I wanted to give it a trial to see how we go with it. So that is another one that I'm going to do over there on a Rocksteady. So I am going to go. I know I said I was going, Jane, and I didn't go, but I am going to this time. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care. Stay out of the wind if you're in the UK. Oh my goodness. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Watch out for my yarn quest. Don't forget to watch the short as well. That would help me if you do. Bye, see bye. You know they still that wavy. Oh, can't really do it.